What's up, guys? Thanks for stopping by. Today, we're going to go over some of the things that I fixed off camera on the XJ over the past couple weeks. And then we're going to go over some of the things that I need to get taken care of before the Jeep's first shakedown run. So let's start up here in the front. As you can see, I welded up a winch bumper for it. The welds aren't perfect. This is the first thing I've ever welded, but not bad for a first project, I'd say. It's sturdy enough. But what I am worried about are these shackle tabs up here. So I might cut these off and have someone with a better welder weld them in for me, just to make sure they don't come off when someone's trying to recover me. And then if you look underneath, you can see that I've got the front axle in. Fixed a couple leaks. The cowl was leaking really bad and getting water on the passenger side. The gas tank was leaking pretty bad, so I've got both of those sealed up. I'll clean this up and put the gas tank lid back on soon. Also, completely cleaned the interior. The interior in here is looking great at the moment. Now, on this side weren't working, and it turned out to just be a blown bulb, no big deal. The turn signals weren't working, and that was the turn signal relay, the switch relay, which is under the dash. I got it from a junkyard, super easy to replace. I had to fix the AC because the temperature knob was broken, and the AC heater control relay had gone out. So it would blow on 4, it wouldn't blow on 1, 2, or 3. Now it blows on all 3, or all 4 settings, excuse me. There's a splice right here that goes from 1 wire from the amp and splits into 2 wires, which one right here for the tweeter and then one right here for the door speaker. And that split on both sides had separated the power wires, so I had to go in there and repair both of those. I went ahead and repaired the power and ground just so the ground doesn't split later on in the future. First, I got to get that drive shaft installed to have my 4-wheel drive working. It's got a new U-joint in the front, so not worried about installing that. That'll be nice and easy. Second, this old worn steering is the biggest issue. The steering is all over the place on this thing, guys. It's horrible. So we are going to be installing all new steering except for the track bar, which I found at a junkyard. That's all the steering right there. I grabbed this track bar from a junkyard. Looks to be in pretty decent shape. Not brand new, but it'll work for now. And I got this steering stabilizer from a junkyard. Okay guys, we got all the old steering off, and I haven't adjusted it, so what I'm gonna do is measure from end to end just to get a rough measurement for this one before I put it in, and then we're gonna align it afterwards, but that'll get us close enough. Everything came out pretty smoothly. I did have to use a 2-jaw puller to get off this tie rod end from the pitman arm. It was pretty stuck in that pitman arm, and you can't get a hammer up there to hammer it any good. But besides that, everything else came out easy. steering on. Everything is replaced, torqued down. All the cotter pins are in place, holding everything in. So all we've got to do now is align this thing. It is looking good underneath the Jeep. I gave it an alignment. The wheels are straight. The steering wheel is straight. So now it's time to move on to installing this front drive shaft. This one should be pretty easy. I got my front bolts right there. And it's just gonna bolt into the transfer case right here at the back. And then bolt into the front axle right there. So let's get to it, guys. This is an easy job. The hardest part is holding it up with your leg while you try to get the first couple bolts started. But once you get those first couple bolts in, this is a walk in the park.
We got that front drive shaft installed, nice and easy. I did lose some of the footage from the install, but like I said, guys, it's a super easy job, so I'm sure you can figure it out.
Next, we're gonna need a tire plug on this side. This tire isn't completely bad, but it is completely flat. So we're gonna have to get that plugged so it holds air. All the rest of them are good. They're pumped up right now at the moment. And I have a radio that I'm gonna be using, but I don't have the dash kit. And it's gonna take a little bit in the mail, so I might just be running a double DIN radio sitting right here with no dash kit for the first trip. Depends on if it comes in time or not. Fan shroud for this mechanical fan. From what I've heard on the internet, this fan won't cool correctly at idle without the fan shroud to help direct the air. So I'm gonna be buying a new fan shroud, ordering it off Rock Auto. That should come in time. The wild card is gonna be this E-fan slot. Now, this Jeep did not have an E-fan in it when I bought it. So, and I've been looking in the junkyard. However, I have not found any E-fans yet from a junkyard. So I'm gonna be ordering in a brand new one. Figuring out how to wire it in. I think this is the wire. I think these are the wires. I'm not sure, to be honest. It didn't have one. So I'll check out some wiring diagrams, figure out if these are the correct wires, and try to get an E-fan wired in before, because I'm gonna be idling a lot and going low speed, and that is mainly what that E-fan is for. I'm sure on the highway this fan would be enough to keep it from overheating, but at low speed and idle, I think I'm gonna need that E-fan. So guys, as you can see, we got pretty much everything we needed to get done today. Got the tire back on. Unfortunately, the tire shop nearby here was closed, and they're gonna be closed until Monday. So I did not get to get the leaks fixed. I can literally see it bubbling air out right here. This tire is not gonna hold air for long. I just stuck it back on there to be able to take it off the jack stands, so it didn't.
This thing is getting so close to being done, guys. Tune in to the next episode if you want to see us take it on the road, and tune in to the last episode if you want to see how I got this thing so clean. But that's all for today, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Drop a comment if there's anything you want to see me fix, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.